DJs need love too.
Oh, they need love.
Yeah, DJs need love too.
Yeah, they need love too.
Yeah, DJs need love too.
Yeah, they need love.
Yeah, DJs need love too.
Yeah, they need love too.
DJs need love too.
Oh, they need love.
Check. Back with another episode of the DJs Need Love 2 show. I go by the name of DJ Battio.
And I am DJ Monae. And this is...
DJ Ernz.
Yes, sir. We got Ernz World in the building today, brother. Thanks for coming through, man. Thanks for waiting for us, bro.
Thank you for coming.
Mr. MixShow DJ himself, the
Yes.
official DJ for Funds with Friends.
Yes.
How's everything been going for you, bro?
Everything is amazing, bro. Just the season is starting. Obviously, it's getting warmer, so gigs is picking up, business is picking up. It's good. I'm excited.
We lucky. Everybody see him on the internet. We right here. We here with him. You know what I'm saying?
So, Ernz, for the people who don't know where you're from, can you just let them know where you're from?
Yeah. So I'm from Queens, New York. Okay. I was born in Brooklyn, raised in Queens. So like my later life, I've lived in Queens longer. But I lived in, separate homes and all that. So my pops is from the Bronx too. So it's a lot of New York in general. So
who do you go with, Brooklyn or Queens?
Queens. If someone's just asking quick, it's Queens.
Shout out to Queens.
Queens get the money. But I gotta say, when I'm outside, I'm repping for all counties, all boroughs. New York, stand up. Knicks is up. Game tonight. Let's get it.
Knicks is up, baby. It's fun in New York right now.
So what got you started in DJing?
So one, my father was a hip hop head. So riding in the car with him, he was a guy who bought a lot of mixtapes and mix CDs. So I used to listen to like Kid Capri and Flex mixtapes and just all that stuff. My dad was like a hip hop head, so I had turntables in the attic just from, and again, separate homes. So my mom's husband had turntables in the attic, and they were just always there. And I'm just like, I walk past them,
what's that?
Acknowledge them, right? All right, cool. And then it was Jazzy Jeff, Jam Master Jay's tribute when they did it on the BET Awards.
That
after that video, like, of course, at that time we were watching the award shows. We wasn't just like, all right, recap, like the whole fam in the living room, and I just seeing the cuts and them using vinyl. It was just like a culture shock. Like I'm seeing it on TV live. Like it was like next day I was like, yo, bro, whatever we got to do to get these turntables, like let's get it going.
Yeah.
Like,
so what's your first set of equipment?
First set, honestly, was like a 19-inch Newmark mixer with the home. What is it? The home.
Was it needles on those?
It was needles, but they were trash. But
you get scratching those, right? You just
it was belt driven. It's the home.
That's what it's
studio
called. I was looking for the name for the longest.
Belt driven. Yeah.
I had some Geminis when I first started, and everybody had techniques. Moms could only afford the Geminis at that time.
What
so
it was. Yeah.
When you scratch, you couldn't hear the. You know what I'm saying? It was belt driven. Yeah, man.
Yeah. So direct drive turntables are the ones that are for scratching. So. Just, so if anyone knows about belt drive, direct drive. But yeah, I had some belt driven joints and, taught me how to like put the penny on it to add the weight.
Yeah.
We didn't even have slip mats. We had napkins. Like he was like, yo, bro, you better get some paper towels.
Yeah, man.
Layer them joints up. But it worked like that. The basic, it obviously, like I started on vinyl too. It was like 2004. So I was like 14.
Okay.
And it was an amazing time just learning in my mom's basement. Like I was playing basketball and it was like turntables happened, quit basketball. It was like I quit everything and just kind of like locked right in.
Now, I was going to ask you that question. When did you know that I'm a DJ? Like this is what I'm going to be doing. 2024, I'm still doing it. When was that?
Like when it's like so from like early days or just like more
just like the early days, like you said,
taking it serious.
Yeah.
Like taking it serious. I'll be honest, I took it serious. I would say once I did my first party, which was like my best friend, Salute Akeem. It was his birthday, and he lived like maybe 4 or 5 houses down, and I did the event, did his birthday party, and next day in school, once everybody was saluting me,
yeah,
I was like, oh, nah. Like, I need this.
That's
you know
an
what I'm saying?
amazing feeling when people
So-
say you killed it.
Oh
You know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah. And we like 14. Like,
Yeah.
did I really kill it? I guess I did.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, I was like, nah, I really want to do this. And then I just continued getting parties and networking with people in the school. I'm finding out there's other DJs that DJ too. So I'm starting to learn more about mixing dance hall and
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying. So it was a good vibe. I was fortunate to meet some cool people.
Yeah. So you say you've been DJing since 2004.
Mhm.
Worst gig?
Mm.
I know you've had one.
I think we all have
Worst gig. Wow, yeah. There's a few.
Or maybe a situation where your equipment might have malfunctioned.
Oh, I will say, we got it done.
Yeah.
It started off really bad though. Let me say, like, we got it done, but it was one of those. I'm like knocked out from an event the night before. Long story short is that my uncle introduced me to weddings, so we basically had a wedding scheduled, and he didn't tell me
Yeah.
Until like the day of.
Yeah.
And I was actually living with him at the time. So luckily, dude just comes banging on the door like, yo, we gotta go. I'm like, having a heart attack, waking up like, what happened? He's like, yo, bro, the wedding. He's like, yo, it's today. I'm like, oh, no way. So I just got up, got dressed, like, got to the venue. People are literally like,
Were y'all
it's
carrying vinyls?
Huh?
Then?
No.
Oh, okay,
It was
okay.
all Serato, everything.
Okay.
But it was, we walk in and it's the guests. It's a wedding, right? It's they already got married, so
Yeah.
it's people just waiting,
Yeah.
quiet.
DJ, yeah.
So we walking in with equipment. Everybody's just like looking at us, watching us set up. But luckily, I did my thing, so it was just like
They
everybody
forgot
forgot
about
about
it,
it. Yeah, so we did make it up.
So
to
let me
them,
ask you
but-
this: why are a lot of DJs scared to do weddings?
That's a good question. I think one, it's like the follow-up game with the bride and groom, right? Like you're gonna have to respond to their messages, or they're gonna start feeling like, yo, like, is this person on board?
Yeah.
It's also the idea that you would have liked to have a conversation ahead of time with the bride and groom to say, oh, like, what do you think your guests are gonna like, right? Going into that like blindfolded, I don't know who's here, I don't know their music taste. I think that's one of the biggest
And the
fears.
setup.
Yeah, the
that's
setup.
People
too.
hate the setup.
Yeah, it's a
It's a
way
lot,
bigger
yeah.
setup than like your average private
So what do you
party or
suggest
something.
now, though, so you can be like ahead of the game if you get booked for a wedding as a DJ tip?
Oh, definitely. So, and we'll get to MixShow and all this, but in our Discord too, we have these resources available. But one of them
Yeah,
is
don't jump. I'm gonna get to the
yeah.
Discord.
One key thing with wedding clients to me is having a questionnaire. So I have one
I
like
like that.
ready to go.
that
It's
too.
it's all the questions that they're probably either gonna ask you or obviously you need to ask them. So you send that out to them. You sending that out shows them that they've been here before. They've done this before. They're super professional. This was great. They're gonna answer the questions. They're gonna send it back to you. And now you already know how much you need to charge because they've listed everything.
That's smart.
Right?
I
That's
didn't think
amazing.
about that.
I've done over 100 weddings at this point, and I've never done a questionnaire.
Oh yeah,
And that's dope.
Yeah,
Right
I'll send it to
airdrop that
y'all.
to me.
Yeah,
I
I
need
got
that.
you. I got you. So on
I
my
need that.
computer,
You
yep, I
dropping
got
tips, baby.
Price just went up.
you. Yeah, no doubt.
So I know you mentioned the Discord, you know what I'm saying? And we kind of jumping all over the place right
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
What's the benefit of joining Ernz World's Discord?
All right, so a lot of benefits. So MixShow DJs, it's a DJ community that's ran through.
By the way, I
Discord.
put mine in already. I'm just waiting for my email back.
Oh yeah,
But
yeah.
shout
I
the
got you, I
Discord
got you.
out.
Both of y'all.
The name. The name of it?
So it's a MixShow Discord. So it's a
Okay,
MixShow Discord. Some people call it MixShow DJs Discord, but
Okay.
it's all the same family. So yeah, it's a DJ community that's powered and ran through Discord, right? And through the Discord, you could get DJ tutorials, DJ resources. You get access to exclusive events that are at our studio in Williamsburg, Brooklyn.
Yeah.
So if you're local, it's even more of a benefit. If you're out of town, we do virtual events as well. You get access to discounts on one-on-one lessons and a lot of other things too, man. So and music, of course, our Dropbox. We share remixes, all that stuff. But yeah, it's and it's the community of DJs. So obviously, a lot of DJs have questions, and
Yep.
it could be the smallest thing with Serato. Yo, this happened. I can't get my waveforms to like stretch
Yeah.
out.
I'm in a
anymore.
lot of
Like,
group chats and we ask questions like that. Yeah.
Exactly. So, yeah, it will help you take your DJ business and game to the next level. That's one of our main goals. It's like the resources are there, the tools are there. Sign up, MixShow.com.
That's a fact.
So I want to
That's
ask you a question because a lot of DJs, they gatekeep that type of information. What made you want to give that information out?
Y'all are
That's a
asking
gem right
all
there.
the good questions.
Come on. Come on.
So
I want to know too.
yeah. So I mean, me coming up, I only really had like my step pops to show me the basics. You know, my dad did buy me some equipment, but like they didn't know the business side. They don't run their own business, so they don't know the business side of things. Even the more things dealing with music theory and like the bars and you know, all that stuff is just, I didn't have anyone to like go to. I kind of just learned on the way. It was just like, you know, year 4 in, I'm learning about an XLR cable.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't know about this stuff, but I was fortunate enough to meet people along the way.
Along the way, yeah.
That helped you.
But I wish I had a lot of answers earlier. So
That's a gem.
during COVID, I just saw like that was a lot of the spark too, because I'm sitting there like, what if parties like went away, right? Like that means we would just be spinning for fun,
Yeah.
right? So I wanted to get back to that kind of like, yo, bro, I just want to spin for fun again and bring people together and let DJs rock out, like where the pressure doesn't have to be, you know, play for these people and make money at the bar and all that stuff. But mainly, coming up, I didn't have anyone to go to. So I was like, you know what? Naturally, because I started selling DJ products in like 2009 as well at iDJ Now. Salute to
Shout
that
out to DJ Now,
family.
yeah.
And I met a lot of people in iDJ Now and learned a lot there as well. So it was just like, for me to know all this now, I'm like, I can't just hold this
That's
to
dope.
myself. Like, it's not right, because I wanted that person or the people younger. So I had to get back.
So based
only
off
right.
of that, we're gonna talk about then versus now. Do you think people respect DJs then as a business versus now? Now it's more like you see rich DJs now, but back then, like you said, you had to like really like show people through time that this is what you want to do.
Oh yeah. It's
Was it a
crazy.
support thing?
Coming up, I would say it was there were people in the space, but it like we weren't looking at it like money as like success. It was just like, I kind of was looking at it as like, the bigger the crowd is, like the more successful I feel.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And then you run the question back one more time.
So you
'cause-
just know,
I-
based off what you were
I wanna
saying, it's
answer.
like you had to pretty much convince people that this is what you're going to do. You know, when
Right,
people start
right.
seeing you. Now, what I wanted to know was, do people respect DJs?
Oh, do people
more
respect-
now?
Oh, more
than,
now
than before.
than before? That's a tricky question. I think if I'm being honest, I would say now they
be
may.
honest.
Yeah, all right. If I'm being honest, now I would say they may respect DJs a little bit more because it's showcased on social media now. But like before, it was just like, yo, you just playing music.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now it's like people can show, all right, you want to see a day in the life? All right, I'm going to show you from when I pick up my equipment, load it in the car. Like, so people get to see a little bit more now. So I would say now we're getting a lot more respect.
why I
I
said
would
that.
say back then.
You would say back then?
Because like back then the DJ was like the life of the party. Everything was kind of centered around the DJ. Now it's kind of like we get treated the worst. Well, as far as like, you know, like the club atmosphere.
I understand.
It's like it's a whole
I understand
bunch of
where you're
y'all,
coming
But just
from.
I guess
The
I would just say
saturation.
like
Yeah.
that and then like the hip hop, because that's not happening in like the African or Amapiano or
Good
what's
analysis.
what's the other genre? EDM.
EDM.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a good analysis. I'd agree and say that Back in the day, it was. She kind of nailed it.
Yeah.
It's like it was more respected.
Yeah.
The DJ was a
It's
celebrity back in those
yeah,
days.
yeah.
Like,
But because only a few people
Only
could
people-
afford the
yeah,
vinyls,
right.
had the access to
To the
the
music.
to the music, like
And you
the
had to
equipment
really
money.
want to be a DJ
You had to be,
yeah.
that's what it is. It's the accessibility
Yeah.
today. It's quicker to be a DJ, right? So I want to say, I guess as an individual, I want to say it's easier to get respect.
Yeah.
Because if you putting yourself out there and they seeing, yo, like I'll be honest, for me it's easier to get top dollar than me back in the day.
Yeah.
Just because now it's like people eat with their eyes, they see numbers, and they're like, oh yeah, whatever he's charging, we probably got to pay that.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it's no negotiating and nothing like that. But before all that, it's just like, oh nah, like, or just a text.
Yeah.
It's like, nah, bro, we ain't doing that.
That's why I like what you said about the bigger the crowd, the like how you feel about
It
it.
make you feel like,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
you-
Because that means you love it and you're not just doing it for the money, because you could have a gig that pays $600 every 3 days, but you get tired of it.
Yeah, exactly.
So-
exactly.
Yeah.
Has Ern ever been burnt out in this DJ business, based off what Monae just said?
Burnt out. Yes,
Yeah.
yes, I think it happens.
Yeah.
It happens. I would say like energy wise, just like, bro, like 6 hours, 5 hours, especially when you got those back to back
Back-to-back,
days.
yeah.
That's when like the burnout happens, and it's definitely important to get your rest. Like all that, I'm up all the time. I don't
promote
sleep.
healthy
There's a lot
DJs.
of cap going on.
I was I was there at a
Yeah.
point, but like, bruh, you start you start losing your hair, or like bags under your eyes, and even it's happened where the music wasn't even coming to me as fast. I'm in the mix. I'm just like, yo, what is
Yeah.
that song, or like what is next? You know what I'm saying? So
I
gotta
got this
rest up.
question that's gonna spark the game right now. You know, everybody wants to know about this, especially in New York versus Atlanta. Is R&B music more important than hip hop music now?
More important. That's a tough one, only because
Are people going to the club to hear R&B music now versus the hip hop?
yes, they are.
Yeah.
They are
they
coming.
dancing more to R&B than the hip hop?
And so let me say, in New York, the I don't know how much y'all partied here or whatever. Like it's a different spots now are like the vibe or genre, right? Like it's based around the genre. So it's like you got an Afro party here, you got an all R&B party here.
Nice.
Is it like that in Atlanta? Just curious.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
But you know, even an R&B party, they throw a little hip hop at the
Right.
last 30 minutes.
Exactly. Lately, in New York has been like, no, if it's R&B party,
Keep it R&B.
Keep it R&B now.
I want to ask you that too. Like,
yeah.
are you strict with if it's an R&B party, you playing nothing but R&B?
I'm sticking to that.
Why
I
is
want
that
to stick
important
to.
to stick
Nicki
to it?
Minaj, Moment for Life, is that R&B?
Ooh.
Nah, I wouldn't consider it.
Fabulous Stone in the Bag remix. Is
You
that
could
R&B?
see now if you wanna. If
You
I'm
gotta throw
saying,
stuff at you,
yeah.
man.
If I'm in the mix, right?
Yeah.
Any part that is being sung,
You'll play
I
it.
would consider. All right, that's R&B. But once Drake start rapping,
Yeah.
cut it off. Like, you know what I'm saying? Or once Nicki starts rapping, like, yeah, nah, it's no longer like R&B anymore. Like the vibe is changing. So like, what'd you say? Throw it in the bag.
Throw in the Bag remix. The
That
singing
part,
yeah.
it is.
So
it is.
what's so weird about that is, like, Florida, they play music like very fast, so you could probably get away with it. I'm not sure about New York because I haven't
Oh,
been
yeah.
to a New York
Super
party.
fast.
But in Atlanta, the second verse or like that verse, if you cut it off, you're losing the crowd. Like they want to hear
Oh,
it.
see, good to know.
And we made a post
DJs,
about
New
that.
York, listen up.
When you playing these songs, just give us 2 songs that you have to play the second verse. Because a lot of DJs get a little antsy and they want to mix out when they do their thing. 2 songs right now you have to play both verses.
Fantasia, When I See You.
Okay.
Um,
That's a can't miss.
yeah, and second verse. Damn. If I had my Serato in front of me, I'd have it.
And it doesn't have to be an R&B song, just any song.
I'll go wipe it down. You gotta play Boosie
Oh
Park.
yeah! Oh my God! Yeah, do not cut that song off. Yeah, especially if you're in the South or it's I've done it too. I'm guilty. Like, and people like, yo, bro,
you
like,
doing? Yeah.
crowd is like looking at me, and I ran it back. Like, yo, I have to play this back. So yeah, I'm gonna go Wipe Me Down, Fantasia, When I See You, for sure. Beyonce, Before I Let It Go.
Oh, yeah.
The whole song.
Yeah, you got
like, gotta play it.
If DJs, if you do not let them girls walk it out at the end,
Like, come
you
on.
will be talked about.
Right.
Somebody will take your job.
Right.
Yeah.
Look at me. Someone will take it.
Yes.
So we're gonna get into this first segment. It's called DJ Flowers. If you
Yeah.
can give 3 DJs their flowers.
3 DJs, their flowers. Off top, DJ Miss Milan comes to mind, just because we've been through the trenches together. I was with her when she first started.
She's got a tour, right?
I believe, with Doechii.
With Doechii, yeah.
And, she's just, like, seeing, like, literally seeing her go from,
Tell
like,
her we need her on this show.
beginner to, like superstar levels, big stage. Like, it's wild, right? But if I'm being honest, that took a solid 8 to 10 years, right? For her to get to that level, right?
Yeah.
So don't be scared to, like, just start, right? But all right, so DJ Miss Milan, because people don't give him his flowers enough, and because I've worked directly with him, I have to give Funk Flex his flowers, because he
Shout out
put me
to
on.
Flex.
Yeah, he put me on, to his freestyles, and that's me in the Black Thought freestyle, and any freestyles of his from 2016, 2018. Like, I got on the Summer Jam stage. So for me, I have to give him his flowers, and for just the culture in general, from early days to now, just like
Flex has
pumping
done a
hip
lot
hop.
for us.
Yeah,
Yes.
definitely. So, and then I want to give many DJs flowers, because I appreciate all y'all. Like, I want to give y'all flowers for this,
thank you.
right? Like, if I don't know if y'all want to count it in the segment, but I really do.
Appreciate you, bro.
Anybody spreading knowledge and wisdom in the DJ world, like, big salute, because it's not done enough. So, but one more DJ, I'm gonna say it's Mr. C, R.I.P.
Rest in peace, Mr. C.
R.I.P. Just for a New York DJ, he was that level of, like, performance DJ. Stacked library, consistent, having the Old School at Noon for years on New York radio. Like, he just did too much for DJs, bro. And, like, I don't even think DJs, like, understand, like, bro, you know how much I was sitting listening to his Old School at Noon sets, Shazamming. Like, it's like,
I'm not gonna hold you right now. I got chills, man, because, like, just to come back home and to do this interview, Old School at Noon. Remember, he used to be like, haven't heard that in a while. That I used to
drop.
I used to get in the car and just people don't listen to radio a lot now.
yeah,
Because there's a lot of DJs that's not making it work to listen to the radio. But he was one of those DJs where I was just sitting in the car just to hear that.
Yes.
Because I wanted to know songs that I need.
Yes.
He was playing
100%.
records that you needed. And if you were skipping that just to go to the popular stuff, you would not get, get music, man.
Exactly.
Rest in peace, Mr. C,
Rest in
man. We
peace,
love you, man. We
That was my
appreciate
guy.
you, man.
Yep.
And since we talking about community, you mentioned community a lot with the Discord. Why is it so important for DJs to have a mindset with community and not just be so self-centered?
Right. It's the information with this DJ. I feel like just DJing in general, it's a journey. It's not just this, like, one job.
Yeah.
It's a lot to learn. I don't see any DJ getting somewhere just by themselves. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just, I'm just good and I'm just gonna get opportunities. Like, nah, like, I have to say I've gotten a lot of my opportunities through other DJs. I can't sit here and say, like, I had, like, a bunch of representation and like, yo, bro, sometimes it's just like, yo, bro, I can't make it. And it's like, oh, you do that gig and you meet more people and, just information and opportunity and being able to have somebody to go to as well. Just having somebody to talk to, bro. It's a lot of information, man. And things are gonna change as time goes on. So you need people to go to and kind of like, yo, what's everybody on? Or what are we not doing? Did you upgrade your operating system? Because Serato is tripping, So all those little things I think super important. Also, Serato .com, you're not always gonna get the best support. PioneerDJ.com, you're not gonna get the best support. It be little things that like people are seeking on those sites that like I got the answers for. Like I could just go on
Find
your
a
computer.
DJ
yeah.
nerd friend, like you said earlier.
That's it. That's it. You know. So, but yeah, community very important.
So I want to kind of go back to what you just recently talked about, like the Shazam, like sitting in your car Shazamming. Were you, I guess, in the clubs when DJs were breaking the records? Like they say DJs don't really break records now, but that era where DJs were breaking records, like definitely on radio. And I was gonna ask, what's your most like memorable song or record that you broke?
That I've broken.
Yeah.
So, all right. So one, just with the breaking of music, in my opinion, I just feel like, yes, obviously times changed, but radio had the majority of that power to like break a song, and you know what I'm saying.
Cram it down your head.
Yeah,
you just hear it. You just hear it.
Exactly.
And you end up starting to repeat it.
Exactly.
Now this your favorite song.
Exactly. So radio and radio DJs, and you know, just one of my most memorable hearing is like "We Fly High" and "I Get Money." Like those two for New York radio was like, whoa. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, I've attempted and tried to break records at events, and it just didn't hit. One, because maybe I'm not at the time, maybe I'm not this, that person's playing the song, right? So it was either that, or it's just like time and place. At the time, it's just like, bro, like we trying to hear trap and stuff we know. Like we ain't really trying to hear that right now. Like we ain't trying to break a song. I can't say I've been like crazy on like, if I'm counting a DJ breaking a song, it will usually be, all right, the radio person broke it.
Yeah.
You know, playing it, you know, in the club is usually fire. Once it's confirmed, like that song is hot. Yeah. You know, but songs that I remember, one song I can remember breaking, like I was like, oh snap, I'm probably the first person to play this in the club after they've heard it on the radio, was like the Ted Smooth "Blame It" remix.
Oh,
okay.
Blaming it with the Down for My Niggas.
Blame it on.
Blame it on. Yeah, that was that. I think I got it on camera.
That's a party starter record,
and I was way younger. Like when it first came out, like it's crazy.
Shout out to Ted Smooth. Man.
Yeah, it worked.
So look, the Discord. We're gonna go back to the Discord, right? How tough is it to teach someone to scratch? Like, do you be having these like head scratching, like, oh, he's not gonna get it?
Yeah.
And have you ever taught someone that is kind of like on the same level as you now? Is it possible?
Oh yeah, 100% possible.
'Cause a lot of people say it's tough to teach someone how to DJ.
Oh yeah.
Kind of gotta love it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That type of flow.
Yeah.
What do you say to that?
Yes, it's definitely very layered. You have to want to DJ. Like you really have to have a obsession with it. Like to especially scratching. Like mixing to me is easier to pick up. Because naturally some people may have good rhythm already.
Scratch DJs really like they're obsessed.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely like I'm definitely obsessed. I have to say. So, I've taught, let's say my boy DJ Win, right?
DJ Win.
Yes.
Let's put him on the hot seat.
Yeah. So he has, like he was already like he could mix. He sent me some stuff. He was in the Discord, signed up and everything, and I taught him like a little bit, and it was like, all right, cool. And it's like next week, I'm hearing them actually
moving.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, I was like, bro, you picked that up quick. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna show you this, and it was just like week after week, he was just like locking in and like, yo, bro, you got it, you know. So for me, it's definitely applied knowledge, right? Like I could show you stuff. But I can't stand if someone's like, not that like can you show me again? But it's just like they're mad they can't get it. But I'm like, you haven't even attempted enough. Like make the attempt and then say, oh, I can't get it, and then I'll show you some more. But if you're not practicing
like
at
3
home,
tries.
Yeah. If you
so
just
there's no time limit when they sign up with you. They get it.
In what way?
And so it's like a trial period that they.
No, he means like he could tell like if they didn't go home and practice,
I
and
could
then
tell.
the next
I could
time it's like,
tell. Yeah,
So
yeah.
don't come waste your time, man.
Yeah. I mean, it's like, and there's money involved too, where it's like, all right,
You wasting your money.
yeah, you wasting your money. It's just like, and I'm not this. Oh, I'm trying to take everybody's money or time either. It was just like I ain't gonna say no names, but let's say it was just one student, and it's just like he kept paying, and I would show him stuff in the lesson, but sometimes he was like, "Oh, bro, but I kind of want you to hear, like, I'm trying to do this party." So, all right, go ahead. So now I'm not even teaching you nothing. He just want feedback. And
Okay.
then the next lesson, it was like, yo, bro, I kind of cut him off, like, bro, I want to show you stuff, but I don't know, So, some people
You guys
get
gotta
stuck
lead, You gotta
in their
lead when you
own,
lead,
but teaching, just going back to a little bit more about teaching, I think this scratching is so complex because you got to have a lot of ambidexterity. So you got to be able to use both hands, different fingers, pat your head, rub your stomach, like switch
like
hands,
little-
do the same
okay.
thing. Switch hands though, like, right? That's gonna be awkward.
Oh, these are like little,
Oh, damn, that's
little
hard.
tips.
Okay.
So it's you have a strong hand. You write with your right hand. That's probably gonna be your best fader hand.
oh yeah, because you're just
Right.
Yeah.
You need more finger control
with your right hand.
with your right hand. Yeah.
Yeah. And
To-
then
to-
with your right hand scratching, yeah.
Yeah. It's
So what's like
we're
if I'm right-handed and I'm gonna work on my left? What's a good exercise someone can start?
right-handed and you want to work on this way. Yeah. Simply. So I tell people a lot of the
This is just a little tease.
Yeah, yeah.
Just a little tease.
Yeah.
Sign up.
yes, I know. A lot of the scratch, the chops, the action is in the fader. So a good drill is to, get your cue point, release the sound, and move this fast. Just release your hand. Just release the sound. Go back and forth, open and close with your fader hand. Right? Get this up. Get this up. Because this is gonna come a little bit easier. Because it's kind of back and forth.
Yeah.
You could even keep your hand on the platter. It's just one direction. This is like complex. If you're doing crab scratches, there's open fader scratches where the scratch starts with the fader open, not closed. That's when you're getting into more battle DJs and more advanced scratches.
I read a post saying that the crab is the hardest thing to teach. Or it was the hardest thing to learn.
It's one of them, but there's other ones too. It's flares. It's like
Those flares.
like anything where the fader starts open to me is harder because you doing the reverse of what we know. Like, all right, we're gonna close it first, and then when we ready, we open it. But imagine like the reverse of that. Like you kind of doing things backwards. Like honestly, crab scratch, y'all, I could teach y'all that.
And then
Give me a couple days.
I took some lessons from DJ Popo. I'm not sure if you've heard of him,
Sound familiar? Okay.
but because I was scratch like this, like hand
Yes.
flat. And he was like, you gotta massage your hands.
Definitely.
So,
Definitely. So
yeah.
even what you're saying with this, it's like I'm gonna say, depending on the scratch you're doing, you may have to be like this. You may have to get a little bending on your fingers, right? So it's the scratching thing is a lot more complex when it comes to teaching. 100%.
One thing I've seen lately was when the wheel, I've seen DJs start like right here on this side of the wheel versus over here. Have you
Oh,
seen
the
that?
inside,
The
yeah,
inside of it,
like, or depending, they on the outside, depending on what
Yeah.
side. But yeah, it's like one of my nephew, pretty much, he works like behind the scenes with MixShow. He's like that. Like he scratches like on the right side. He's not like on the inside.
Yeah.
He's like on the outside. So
Yeah.
it's weird. It's like, but
I seen-
he gets
It works
he
for
gets
him, though.
It works for
Yeah.
some people,
And
yeah.
I'm like, I don't know if I could tell him like, no, like don't do that because it sounds fine.
Yeah.
He's on point. Like it works. So.
This is the DJs Need Love 2 show. We do recommend you guys sign up for this Discord, man.
Oh,
This is changing DJs' lives, man. When me and Monae seen this online, we said we had to come to New York. We had to get him in the studio.
Bless.
He's giving back to the DJ community, baby.
Bless.
So let's get into the second segment. It's called Would You Rather. So Battio's gonna ask you a series of questions. You just pick the first one that comes to your head out of the two. And you can't say
Okay, wait, one more time. One more time.
So he's gonna ask you,
Which one?
yeah,
Pick one.
pick
So just
pick
pick
one
one.
out of the two, but it's gonna be quick.
Quick.
Yeah.
Ready? Hip hop or R&B?
R&B.
Swag surfing or knuck if you buck?
Nuck if you buck.
Tour in the country or tour out the country?
Out
Private
the
event
country.
or club?
Private event.
Radio or clubs?
Radio.
Festival or club?
Club.
Lovers and friends or can we talk? Blending
Can
or
we talk?
scratching?
Scratching.
CDJs, vinyls.
Vinyl.
Younger crowd, older crowd.
Older crowd.
Host, no host.
No host.
You rather get paid in Zelle or Cash App?
Cash App.
Controller or vinyl?
Vinyl.
Okay.
Old school R&B, 90s dance hall.
Ugh.
That's hard.
90s dance.
Day event, night event. I had some stuff for you.
Day event.
House music event, hip hop event. We in New York.
Hip hop.
Afro and a piano.
Afro.
Yeah.
So why would you pick a festival over? I mean, the club over
I
a
don't even know what I
festival.
said. Club over festival.
Yeah, because you're doing a whole lot of festivals out here in the streets, baby.
Well, I mean, it depends on the size of the festival, but club, just because like I kind of like being with the people. Sometimes that huge like Coachella crowd, like it's cool. I've been on the Summer Jam stage, so like I've experienced it, and it's cool. But it's like I like the intimate vibe. I like the people that I want to see the reaction from the person, like rock it. You know what I'm saying? It's just my preference.
And then why vinyl over controller?
So that question I answered just off preference in general. But if we talking today, I would change my answer. But vinyl, just for the fact that everyone couldn't be a DJ. If we said if we bought it vinyl back right now, mad people would quit and I would stay. So
Yeah.
that's why vinyl for me.
I like that.
What do you say when people always say, because we my partner is younger than me, but a lot of people hate when we start saying the old school stuff like vinyls and carrying stuff. You know what I'm saying? We just try to bring it back up. So what do you say to that, to people that never really experienced the vinyl feel?
I would say if you experience the vinyl feel, I feel like it'll help you understand one, scratching, of course, and the most authentic DJ feeling. And
I agree with that.
you know what I'm saying? And just sonically the sound like it's better. It's also just to like feel the vinyl, just to know where it comes from, right? Like that's my thing. Like I'm not saying someone has to spin on vinyl, but like feel it out. Like get that feeling of switching the song. Like
A lot of the scratchers really love vinyls. Like,
Oh, yeah.
They just
Definitely.
they would rather the vinyl.
Oh, definitely all day. I mean, in a club though, I would rather probably a controller, CDJ, opposed to like actual vinyl, because skips and bass.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's just easier.
I'm gonna say this name. What's the first thing that comes to your mind? DJ Puffy.
It's my dog. I've collabed with him this past November. We actually got an event with him next month with Fun with Friends. So, but super. Damn, I would have given him flowers. That's what comes to my mind. Like,
That's why we do this
super-
show. It's so many dope DJs.
yeah,
out
so many dope DJs. But
there. DJ Ace.
pretty much my uncle.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I've been in this
I love
man's
Ace,
house.
yeah.
Yeah, like a long story short, my stepfather was also NYPD. Ace was his boss. I met Ace when I was younger.
Yeah.
So salute Ace, another guy.
Ace been
killing
doing this
it,
forever,
killing it.
ever.
Yeah, that's my
Can't
dog.
wait to get him on the show. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Favorite genre to DJ?
Favorite genre to DJ. That's tough. I do so much multi-genre stuff, but would top 40 be considered a genre? Because that's kind of like all.
Well, it's
but,
like open format.
Yeah, it's open format. But
But
if
how
I-
many
if I
hip hop
had to-
songs are in top 40 right now?
A few. Very, very few. I feel like it's getting less and less.
Yeah.
Like at one point it was like a lot. Now it's like it's getting super, like Afro beats is getting in the top 40
I got
now.
a better one. Favorite city to DJ in?
Favorite city? If I'm being honest, I like it here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it here. If I'm being honest, yeah. If there's another city, proud that just showed love, and probably like DC.
Okay.
DC, they have fun in DC still.
Yeah. Like just that college market. But yeah, I really like New York. I like New York, or I mean, any place warm to Atlanta, Miami. I just haven't DJed there enough to say you know what I mean? Yeah. But
Are you aware of the club scene in Atlanta right now where it's not too much dancing going on?
No, I wanted to ask y'all, like, what's going on out there? Because I haven't been there in a
It's
minute.
the music. It's not us. It's the music.
You know, it's
Okay.
it's a lot of R&B parties now. I think they're trying to save the city with the R&B parties. You know, it's a lot of dope promoters that's really trying to bring the essence back.
Got it.
I moved down there 2016, and it was still Hotlanta. It was still that place.
Got it.
COVID kind of like
Shifted
a lot of things. I think the year before COVID too, you start to see the change. But then COVID, we got a lot of the internet DJs were born.
Okay, yeah,
And,
of course.
you know, they were more friendly and cool with a lot of the promoters. You know, maybe they was promoting, maybe they used to work at the clubs. But then, you know, it was a lot of interceptions with DJs that was working consistently to the new DJs, you know.
Got it.
And you can see it in the parties, you know, people standing around. I always say that a DJ is going to make people dance.
Oh yeah, for
You know
sure.
what I'm saying? Like, it's the music you play sometimes. You
Right.
know? Sometimes the people are them, they just...
No,
stuck in their
Atlanta
ways.
is like a cool, like, everybody is gonna, it's a fashion show.
Yeah.
People
Oh,
are gonna
everybody's
sit
trying to be
down,
cool.
smoke hookah, smoke weed, drink.
Got it. I feel
So-
like, just throwing it out there, what I've learned in the DJ thing, people got insecurities, and like dancing is one of them. Or like just being like, imagine everybody's chilling and not really dancing.
Yeah.
But two people do start dancing.
Yeah.
The focus goes to them. So like everybody kind of don't want that feeling. So
If you are dancing in a club, you know you're weird.
right? Yo,
You weird
crazy
nowadays.
say that.
Like,
It's like,
is he
who's this guy?
doing?
Like, bro,
think you better than me? Go get a drink. Get
Right.
you know what I'm saying?
You're right. I didn't even think of that. Yeah.
But yeah, I love this business.
Me
You know, it's so many ways to make money, corporate, clubs. It just seemed like, you know, we got to bring the fun back.
Got to.
I think the DJs are the key. You know, we have a lot of stuff in front of us, but it's always about being a DJ. What can you bring to the table? What can you do to make these people change their mind? Get them out that stiff mindset. You know what I'm saying? Play their song.
For sure.
Don't ask them what they song. A DJ's going to know who that song is.
Right,
you know what I'm
right.
saying?
For sure.
So how do you read a crowd?
Crowd reading, you know, unfortunately, I hate to say it, but like I'm definitely going off like, all right, is this person off top? Is like, is this person black? Are they Latino?
Yeah.
Like, where do I think they come from, right?
It's good stuff though.
Yeah. And then it's like, yeah, if I'm going in blind and they said if nobody told me anything, like, you know, we don't even know if they like, we don't know what genres they like. What I've done was I did a little, like, my style sort of is like, I'm probably gonna start off with some sort of R&B or something that is popular. If you go popular in any genre, you might get some sort of results and data, right? So I've done it where I'll like play, like I'll do 6, like, I don't know, 2014 R&B, like Mustard. Then it's like from there I'll go 90s R&B hip hop, right? And then it's like from there I might go dancehall. But if the key is to try to do this in a short span of time. So in 15 minutes, if you could hit like 3 different eras or genres with like 6 songs each. So you do a 6
DJ
song.
science right
Yeah,
now.
it's super DJ science. I do spin at Raising Cane's, the Times Square location, the flagship store. So in there, I have no choice. That's my, like where my brain is at all the time. But I've tried it where I'll do like 3, 3, 3, or I'll do 6, 6, 6, 9, 9, 9. Like, but however it works in threes.
You gotta
Like,
do 7, 7, 7.
try that too. Whatever your number is, right? But yeah, I'm usually on that, like dividing, doing quick mini sets. To me, that's the best way to figure it out. But like once you got them. You know, once you playing the dance hall and you see, oh wait, everybody went to the floor now. All right, let me stay here a little longer. I don't got to do 3 songs anymore. You know, so yeah.
So
it's a little
question. We have the Jazzy Jeffs, the Kid Capris, the Flex. What DJs today do you feel like make a big impact on the DJ community?
Today,
Yeah.
100%. One, I have to say Puffy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just his YouTube access to the streaming, just the consistency.
If I go on my phone right now, Puffy stuff gonna come up.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So salute Puffy.
Yeah. Big flowers, Puffy.
Big flowers.
See you next month on the show.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna say, you said 3, right?
No, just DJs. You feel
DJs
like
in general. I would say definitely Puffy, and then other ones that come to mind, or I will say like definitely the DJs who are doing the streaming on YouTube, or like doing the mixes, the visual mixes on YouTube. So like Also City.
Yeah.
Right? Any DJs that are like providing data in some way for other DJs, like, bro, like I ain't gonna sit here and cap like I'm not looking at Also City's track list.
Yeah, because
And
he's
it's
playing
like,
all
bro,
the new like top
Yeah, he is.
songs.
And the fact that he's just simply labeling it. Not every DJ gonna sit there and take the time to label and let you
the
know.
description, yeah.
And it's data.
Yeah. Like
Take it as data. Like, you know what I'm saying?
come on.
People are giving away data. So before we get out of here, let's talk about the festival that's coming up. All right?
Fun with Friends?
Fun with Friends.
Yes.
What is that festival about, and
Yes.
how did you come about with that?
Oh, good question. So this is 2014. My boy JG, Jamal George, y'all follow him. Y'all probably end up following him. He's the founder of Fun with Friends. Okay. He saw me. He heard me. That's why you got to go hard every time. You never know who's listening.
Yep.
I was doing a boat party for my homegirl, Cassie, and everything was all good. Killed it. Did a great job. Mad fun. He was on that event, like just listening though, because he was starting his thing. So he's just trying to figure out like what vibe do I want to bring to this, and like he hit me up. I would say weeks later or even like months later. He's just like, yo, bro, I wanted to put you on Fun with Friends. I was like, all right, cool. I didn't know. Like, I didn't know that this just started. It was just super new. So I was just, oh, yeah, I'm down. And then he told me the location. I was like, oh, I spun there before. All good. And I'm actually working. And, you know, he hit me up via IG or something. So that's how we were communicating. I didn't really, like, see his face yet. I only knew the brand name. And I'm working at IDJ now. And it's the day of the event. And he comes in to rent equipment. And he knows my face, but I don't know his. He's like, yo, Ern. I'm like, yeah, what's up, bro? He's like, bro, you on the party, lady. He's like, oh, I'm Jamal. I'm like, oh, that's crazy. Yeah. So I said, yo, what y'all renting? So I hooked them up on the rental. I'm like, all right, cool. I got you, bro. And then I end up like I did that event, and it went off, and he was just like, yeah, bro, like this, I'm looking for that vibe.
Do you host?
Every time. Where I'm not DJ?
No, while you're DJing.
Oh, like talk on the mic? Yeah. Okay. Heavy. And that's what I did.
That's what I love about New York DJs.
Oh yeah. We it's the New York crowd is wicked, so you have to be on the mic. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Not all the time. The crowd is like a tough crowd, but sometimes they are. But yeah, so I end up killing the party. Man. And it was just like 2014 to now. He just kept me on, and we got closer, and now we pretty much fam. So.
That's the ultimate tip for DJs. Sometimes you would get put on a party, you think it's nobody there. It's just like, I'm just going whatever. I'll put a mix on.
Yeah.
You know, I've seen DJs put a mix on, and somebody's sitting right there, real important, man. So always show up and show out.
Yeah.
Always.
So, Ernz, the last question, the most important question.
That's it.
Why do DJs need love?
Oh, man.
You gotta look in the screen when you talk to them.
Yeah. DJs need love because we do a lot of this preparation alone. Like nobody's watching, nobody's around. We going through our own emotions of, man, like I hope this works, or like, you know, I hope the crowd likes me. I hope my rates for my gigs go up. It's a lot we deal with to grow our business and deal with this journey. Like it's a lot. So we definitely need love. Please show love to your local DJ. You know, if the DJ is, especially if the DJ is going in a party and you right there and you know it, like, yo, dap the DJ up something, like salute them. Like we really appreciate that stuff. It helps us to keep going. But, you know, we got to be our biggest fans and all that. But, DJs need love too.
When people come up to you and say you did a good job, that's the best feeling as
Best
a
feeling.
DJ ever, man. You nailed
Best
it, bro.
feeling. It's almost it like the payment feels good, but
That's the tip.
that's like
Yeah.
that's like yo, that's the payment.
They
Like,
had like
it's
a bad day and they just needed to go out and you just changed their whole
right,
mood.
Yeah.
right, yeah. I've been there too. You know, we real people at the end of the day as well. That's why we need love too. It's not just like this. We the stars or life of the party or the center of the party. Like nah, man. We going through stuff on our own, and we gotta cut all that off
Yep.
to
entertain
y'all
you.
turn up. Yeah. So
DJs need
Are
love,
you
man.
not entertained?
right. Sound effect.
So that was another episode of the DJs Need Love 2 show, man. I'm DJ Battio.
I am DJ Monae.
I'm DJ Ernz.
And we would love for you to hit the subscribe button, man. We on all networks. Tap in with us. Hey, DJs Need Love 2.
Yep. You ready?